Kia ora from Aotearoa. This is Poppy speaking. I'm going to be talking about this new day wave, which is actually starting with a solar eclipse at the same time. This is Quetzalcoatl. I don't know how to say it properly, but anyway, that'll do. But this is the rainbow plumed serpent, and we are actually in the serpent trecena. This is my drum, which someone awesome made and someone awesome painted. And so let me talk a little bit about this day wave that is happening. So it's starting in with a solar eclipse, and it's a powerful one, and according to astrology it's actually a Libra eclipse, so this is going to be quite super emotional. And eclipses change things, they turn things around, and that energy can hold quite a long time according to astrologers. But we know that this energy of 11 eagle is going to last for this 11 days, and it will peak up here at the top in 7 seed. So it's a time where we're in the final days, the 11 to 13 of the serpent trecena. And in 11 eagle, we can rise up with the eagle's global vision beyond surface levels, one with the knowledge of ascension of the earth. So it's a very super strong, powerful day wave to eclipse from the foundations of sacred sexuality. So the serpent energy is very, very much about sensuality and sexuality, and this is time to rise above the matrix level of artificial constructs, including time constructs. So Quetzalcoatl is the deity of time to the Maya, and so this actual trecena is actually about really aligning with true time as well. If we aligning with true time and with nature and everything that is organic and natural, then we can also heal our broken sexuality, and we align with that as well. We can rise into our authenticity to reflect upon our evolution and growth at the peak of this day wave. So that's in 7 seed at the peak. We rise above broken sexuality and addictions and cut them away from our consciousness with self-awareness. So as I speak, I'm talking about these are all potentials, and if we are aligned with nature and we are aligned with the energies that are pulsed from the cosmic axis, and so of course this is going to be part of our collective conscious reality of how we are evolving together. And when we are truly aligned with the cosmic energies pulsed as time frequencies, we are able to master sexual and sensual energy within. We're travelling the 7th column of 13 of the Zolkin, and that's the centre point of balance. It becomes very magical. The height of awareness, so this is 7 seed, when we're at the height of the we're right at the height, or at the peak of the day wave, right up here. So that starts a new 9-day code. I've been looking into 9-day codes now for a few years and finding that they actually do seem to hold very powerful and significant energies, which help us to grow into unity consciousness. And this is the height of awareness, especially of truth in the 9th trecena. What is your world reflecting back to you about yourself? It may show up things to cut away so that you may shine your authenticity and grow naturally and organically. And then we will, of course, after 18 days, we move into the night phase. So we travel down into the night and into the depth and up into the next day wave. So time is moving in cycles and waves. It's not linear. It's actually very, very different from how we've been socially programmed about time. Okay, so just been looking into this night wave, which would start on the 12th or the 13th of November and last for 18 days. That's going to be in 3 read, and that will be in the monkey trecena, very magical. Okay, so the monkey trecena is a most magical and playful time. if we have, become light within ourselves as well. We keep rising and ascending with the time frequencies to become light and playful and magical, not weighed down by worries and concerns of the mental world, which to me is the matrix. It's been formed from our thought forms. So this is the most magical and playful time if we have successfully risen above the dramas and games that play out, which we have every opportunity to do if we really embrace this gateway of 11 Eagle, where we really can rise up. So the night wave is about new communities of care. It's a foundation of spontaneous, heart-led, intuitive and artistic expression in a magical way. It's more free of schedules and plans. We're actually getting away from having to be controlled by the patriarchy to work hard and perform and bring in a lot of money. The whole money system's in a great sense of change anyway, and everything's going to be very, very different. Great things could happen in the next few weeks, as far as all that is had. But the main thing is that we just stay connected with nature, stay connected with time, and stay true to ourselves and the divine will of our beautiful cosmic parents, Papatūānuku, Earth, and Ranginui, Father Sky. We are moving towards a more equal and collaborative way of being. We create new social ways of being where our artistic creativity is valued. So just as I'm saying this, I'm just very consciously aware that this isn't everybody's reality. There is two very different paths that humanity has taken, and some are going back and returning to nature, divine will, and others are still wanting to stay in a dualistic era, and that's completely up to them. And there will come a time where there will be that splitting away of the two worlds in some way. But I feel that we have a lot more work to do to keep growing into unity consciousness ourselves. I still find in my quietness and my stillness when I'm meditating that there's sometimes this quiet voice that is still not secure in herself, and the dualistic thoughts come through, and I just need to love and nurture and cherish her, because that's just a little insecurity part that everyone will have after these, having lived within a very controlled system where so much is happening. So let's be kind to ourselves, not expect that we just suddenly have a unity consciousness mindset only. It's going to take some undoing, and that these waves are all in support of that. We naturally collaborate for the good of all, and we share our environments with. So this is the night wave 119. The innocence, or the inner sense, we have returned to guides our communicating with one another. At the depth of the night wave, it is 12 wind, where artful communication is a theme, common unity and communication. So it's very, very, very much about communication, this night wave. And of course the communications that come most naturally from our hearts are going to be the ones that collaborate and bring change and support and nurture with one another. But communications that are still based upon the mentality are going to be faltering and falling over, and even exposing themselves for the agendas that are there. Things are becoming clearer and clearer and clearer to us the more we keep ascending with the time frequencies. And that is exactly what Mother Earth is doing. She is ascending with the time frequencies, one with Father Sky. Okay, so the 9-day phase, that's at the bottom of this night wave, is in 12 wind. It's the 9-day phase of artful communication, because it is in the monkey trecena, which comes with the breath of life, in spirit, inspired, honesty, communicating from the heart and divine time. And this is where I sort of alluded to that mentally based communication is failing and is faulty, and you'll notice that even, I mean, I avoid listening to a lot of news, either side, because it's all secondhand information. I prefer to get my information directly from the earth. It keeps me more positive and empowered with my own healing, my own journey, my own guidance. And this is what a lot of us are going to be returning back to, is actually nature's way, rather than those ways of technology, and the artificial intelligence technology. I mean, it's probably one of the most destructive things that are still around at the moment. So it's good to be aware that synchronicities and things that you find on your computer are probably quite likely generated from artificial intelligence, whereas the synchronicities that we find in nature, the birds calling and what animals show us, and the interactions and things that we have, are actually true, organic, and loving. Yeah, so bless you all as we travel through these exciting times. This is right near the centre of the Zolkeen, so it's very intense, and our evolution is just speeding up. So just stay in the centre of your heart, and there's just in there, we don't have a lot of time to judge and assess and analyse and do all of those things, which are mental constructs, those old ways that we've been conditioned that form duality. We actually can be more coming from the inner sense of our heart, where we can be playful, that we can find the most beautiful and divine experiences, even though we're going through such big change and such a lot is breaking down, and a lot of life is pushing through. So, blessings. Let's do a little drum. Yourself to drop. Tune in with the heartbeat of Mother Earth. That's it for now. Catch you next time.